Basketball fans, welcome to the Vancouver Island University Gymnasium for tonight's PACWEST basketball matchup between the visiting Okanagan College Coyotes and your hometown VIU Mariners. As is tradition for the final games of the regular season, we'd like to recognize our fifth-year and graduating players. So we're going to take a quick break here during warm-up, and we'll give the players another few minutes after this to warm up again. So this time now, I'd like to pass the microphone over to VIU men's basketball head coach, Matt Kuzminski.
Hello, everyone. As we get ready to honor our amazing seniors, I'd like to call up Lindsay, Marianne, and Bridget to come on down to join our seniors. Come on up. Richard, Lindsay, come on up. Richard, come on, buddy. As the men's basketball coach of Vancouver Island University, it is my great pleasure to honor the first of our three seniors, Richard Henderson. And we're sending a special shout out to his father, Richard Henderson, his mother, Ebony McCaskill, watching online back home. And his biggest supporter here is Lindsay, his girlfriend. Richard hails from St. Louis, Missouri, and he's been an integral part of our program for the past 2 years. Rich showed his dedication to the team by staying here to train, play, and work and be around the guys all summer. And he boasts an undefeated PACWEST League play record of 33-0 currently. Richard's skill set and talent as a basketball player are undeniable. He's consistently demonstrated the ability to make a significant impact on the game. In games, he can be seen doing ferocious rim-rattling dunks, high-flying blocks, or snatching rebounds in traffic. But off the court, Richard is a low-key, laid-back dude that gets along with everybody on the team. If I had one wish about my time with Richard, I wish it was longer. When you enter a coach-player-team relationship, it takes time to get the wheels in motion. The understanding of style of play, the system, all takes time. But when traction is gained, you can see a compounding effect of improvement. And we're seeing that right now with Richard, as he's playing his best team and individual basketball that he's had with us. We're going to need that to continue because we've got a lot of work left to done as we go down to the end of Richard's season and look to create a championship with him. So we move on to the next play, and please join me in congratulating tonight Richard Henderson. Okay, Landon and Marianne, come on down. Tonight we also have the great privilege of honoring one of our most amazing athletes we've had at VIU, 2019 national champion, accompanied by his mother and biggest fan here, Marianne. This is Landon Radliff, everybody. Landon is a relentless competitor on the court, pushing himself and his teammates to the limits in every practice and game. He's been a crucial member of our team, contributing to success both on and off the court. In 2019, Landon led our team as the MVP towards a national championship, and that's a remarkable achievement that will be forever etched in the annals of our program's history. Landon sees the game a step ahead. He tests the limits of the rules to find a way to win, and he makes everybody around him better. But Landon's impact on our programs extends beyond the court. He's a confident, yet laid-back guy. He has a good sense of humor, and people are drawn to him as a charismatic leader. As Landon prepares to move on to the next chapter of his life, we want him to know that he'll always be a cherished member of our program. He's left an indelible mark on our program and set a high standard for future generations to aspire to. Landon, we cannot thank you enough for all you've done for our program. Your competitive spirit, your knack for the moment, and your unbridled passion for the game are an inspiration to us all. We wish you the best in your future endeavors, and we know that whatever path you go down, you'll be pushing yourself to new heights. Please join me in congratulating Landon Ratliff on his outstanding career, and we're looking forward to adding to his legacy down the stretch. Thank you, Landon. Last but definitely not least, come on up, Bridget and Toriota. Toriota, a true warrior on and off the court. Tori has been a leader of our team for the past 4 years, always leading by example with his fierce competitiveness and unwavering dedication. Despite his tough and competitive demeanor you'd see on the court, Tori is a true gentleman and exemplifies what it means to be polite and respectful. He treats his teammates, opponents, employers, and coaches with the utmost respect, earning the admiration from everybody that knows him. Tori's loyalty to our team is unparalleled, and he's always put the team first, sacrificing his personal goals and aspirations for the betterment of the group. His commitment and passion for the game have been a driving force behind our success and our continued success. As we bid farewell to Tori, we thank him for his relentless efforts, unwavering dedication, and the many memories he's had us over the years. While we continue to write the final chapters of Tori's career, we know that when it's done, Tori will be successful in his future endeavors, knowing that he will continue to inspire and lead others with the same warrior spirit and integrity that he shows us. Love you, Tori.
Basketball fans, please, one more time, big round of applause for our men's basketball seniors. Toriota, Rich Henderson, Landon Ratliff. We're going to give the teams another 5 minutes here to warm up, and we'll get going. Okanagan Coyotes, VIU Mariners basketball. Gymnasium for tonight's PACWEST basketball matchup between the visiting Okanagan College Coyotes and your VIU Mariners. They're the best scoring table in the PACWEST. The VIU Mariners recognize and appreciate the privilege to live, learn, and compete on the unceded territory of the Stanema First Nation. The strong partnership between VIU and Stanema provides a solid foundation for the success of the Mariners as students and as athletes. And now, basketball fans, let's meet the starting lineups for both teams, beginning with the visiting Okanagan College Coyotes. At guard, number 2, Tommy Hamed. At guard, number 7, Brandon Porter. At forward, number 8, Hunter Hughes. At guard, number 11, AJ Gill. And at forward, number 14, Delwyn Hodie. Coyotes are coached by Dino Legini, the Okanagan College Coyotes. And now, the starting lineup for your VIU Mariners. Third-year forward from Calgary, Alberta, number 9, Akoy Yuat. Second-year forward from Prince Rupert, number 12, Kyle Lane. Fifth-year guard from St. Louis, Missouri, number 11, Richard Anderson. Fifth-year guard from Richland, Washington, number 3, Nando Radley. And fifth-year guard from Denver Springs, Louisiana, number 20, Tony Holm. And that's your VIU Mariners.
All right, basketball fans, welcome to a men's basketball matchup between the VIU Mariners and the OKC Coyotes. The Mariners going into this one not only trying to defend home court, but also trying to stay undefeated here in the PACWEST basketball season. The Coyotes trying to battle a little bit of adversity tonight. They only have 6 players playing as Hunter Hughes gets things going offensively for the Coyotes with a beautiful fall-away jumper on the block. Layton swings that one to Uwat. Over to Radliff, who's one of the seniors that were honored tonight before tonight's game. Henderson inside, bullies his way to the rack. Rich Henderson, also one of the graduating players honored pre-game tonight. Head coach of the Mariners, Coach Matt, had some very kind words to say about each of his veteran players that are saying goodbye at the end of the season. It was always great to see that. Kai Layton in the corner off the Radliff feed. That one's no good. Henderson tried to come away with the rebound. Looks like there's a foul on the play, though. Odom gets the inbound from Uwat. The Coyotes only have 6 players playing today, so the starting 5 that you see, Ahmed Porter, is Torrey Odom. On the left wing, drills home a three-pointer for the VIU Mariners. Puts them at 5-2 against the Coyotes early in this one, and the Coyotes answer right back the other way. Gill drills it from the left wing. Uwat nearly got stripped there. Some good defense there by the Coyotes. Tried to find Layton, who was cutting to the paint, but that gets picked off by Porter. Thrown down low to Hunter Hughes. Excellent defense there by Leighton. Hughes wanted a foul, but the refs say no way. And Radliff was trying to thread the needle to Uwat, but that gets picked off by the Coyotes. Excellent defense there by Gill. Three-pointer for the Coyotes, no good. Offensive rebound, though, and the putback layup is good. Hothy able to put that one in for the Coyotes here. Radliff gives this one to Leighton, throws it inside to Uwat, who lost the handle on that, gets picked up by Gill for the Coyotes. They're coming back the other way. A three-pointer on the right wing is good to go, and Brandon Porter sinks the triple. The second-year guard out of Kelowna, BC, a Rutland Secondary School alumni. Radliff gives it to Odom. Back up to Radliff. Pump fakes and gives it to Odom. Thrown inside to Uwat, who jams it with both hands into the hoop. Akoy Uwat from Calgary, Alberta, flashes the ball into the hoop for the easy deuce. Beautiful assist there from Tori Odom. Another three-point try by the Coyotes is off the mark. Yeah, the OKC Coyotes teams sure love to spray threes from everywhere. As Landon Radliff fires one of his own and makes it right in front of his own team's bench to hype them up. Mariners getting things going offensively right away here. Ahmed has Odom working on him. That one swung to Gill. Pass thrown inside, gets picked off by Radliff. Leighton gives it to Odom. Pushes right through the contact and gets the layup to go with the right hand off the glass. Tori Odom. Another steal there by Radliff. He finds Odom yet again. And a beautiful chase down block by Tommy Ahmed. My goodness, he came out of nowhere there. Odom for three before the clock winds down. Offensive rebound by Leighton. Radliff wanting to slow things down. To Odom. He's got all the time in the world to get that one off. Rebounded by the Coyotes. Hothy able to pull that rebound down. Ball kicked to the corner to Gill, who has Uwat and Leighton working on him. Hunter Hughes, the fancy layup off the mark. Henderson to Uwat, who double clutches behind the back, dunks it into the hoop. Akoy Uwat off the feed from Henderson. My goodness, that's two dunks already in this game. From the reigning CCAA Player of the Year, and a steal as well. He's all alone. Oh my goodness! Akoy Uwat, three dunks in a row, and that is going to force OKC to take a timeout. That gets the crowd into it early here in the VIU gymnasium. What an exciting start here. Both teams letting their athleticism fly in this one. My goodness. Mariners currently up 16-10 against the Coyotes early in the first quarter. The shorthanded Coyotes have come out with a lot of intensity and energy. Let's see. Let's see if they can continue. It's great to see that those watching the live stream are commenting. Courtside, who was watching last game, he's loving what Rich and Akoy are doing early in this game. And Mariners alumni Cameron Gay, the sharpshooter, during his tenure in a Mariners jersey, also making an appearance in the comments. Great to have him watching and supporting. Oh my goodness. It's like the NBA dunk contest out here. Tommy Ahmed for the Coyotes slams it down. Hughes for three. That one's off the mark and rebounded by Layton. Odom back in transition. Hands it off to Radliff, who swings it to Layton. Back out to Radliff, who fires a three right in front of the Mariner bench, and that one's off the mark. Rebounded by Brandon Porter. Coyotes in the corner. Through the paint. A beautiful around-the-world layup. Finished with the left hand. Malika for the Coyotes gets another deuce there for the Mariners. Apologies, the Coyotes. Uot muscles his way to the rim, but can't get the layup to go. Excellent defense there by the Coyotes. Porter gives that one to Hothy, who pulls up from mid-range. That one rattles in and out, rebounded by Torrey Odom, who's got the Jets going in transition. Can't finish the layup, though. Coyotes come away with that rebound. Malika hands that one off to Porter, who fires a three right in Odom's face, but that one's off the mark. Radliff to Torrey Odom. Rebounded by Hughes. There's a whistle on the play, though. It's going to be a foul against Hunter Hughes for the Coyotes there, and Torrey Odom's going to inbound on the Mariner baseline. Radliff in the left corner for three. One rattles off the iron, pulled down by the Coyotes. Gill in the corner, fires for three, and he drills that one. The Coyotes have come out firing after the Mariners had a couple of flashy plays there to steal the momentum. The Coyotes charge right back and are currently up 17-16. Torrey Odom tried to dish it to Henderson, but got bumped by Ahmed as he drove baseline. Odom inbounds it to Bastian, who's checked in for the first time in this game. Same with Modrovic. Radliff, layup attempt off the mark. He dives to save the ball as it went out of bounds, but couldn't quite get there in time. It's Coyote basketball. Yeah, so for Modrovic and Bastian, it was Layton and Uot who are going to take a well-deserved breather here for the Mariners. Bastian picks up Gill as soon as the ball's inbounded to him. Hothy throws it down low to Hughes. Gill has Bastian hounding him. Modrovic comes away with the steal on Hughes in transition. Modrovic slowing things down, waiting for the rest of his squad to come back up. Modrovic in the corner, pump fakes on Hughes, drives baseline, was looking for the foul. Refs say no way. Henderson bullies his way to the rim, but can't get the layup to go. Modrovic takes a couple of hits there and gets fouled. Modrovic going to go to the free throw line for a chance at 2 points. Modrovic can't get the first free throw to fall. He's had a tremendous season for the Mariners, and kind of that supporting that secondary unit here for the Mariners is one of the many Swiss Army knives that the Mariners have at their disposal on this men's basketball team. In just over 14 minutes a game, he's averaging over 6.5 points on nearly 50% shooting from the field and about 42% from the 3-point line. Those are going towards Cameron Gay numbers from beyond the arc there. An incredibly deadly shooter here for the Mariners. Odom drives baseline and ball goes out of bounds off him. It's going to be Coyote basketball. We're all knotted up here at 17 with about a minute and a quarter remaining in the first quarter of play. Jackson Cooks comes into the game for the Mariners along with Zimmerman. A couple of Prince George BC boys, former Condors, coming into the game. And Cooks comes away with the steal. Gives it to Bastian. Over to Zimmerman. To Mudrovic in the corner, who drives inside. Kicks it out. Over to Cooks in the corner for three, and he drills it. Jackson Cooks from Prince George, BC, drills the corner three. Just under 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. The Cooks three gives the Mariners a 3-point lead. They are beating the Coyotes 20-17 right now. Gill drove through the paint looking for a foul call. The refs aren't going to give it to him, and the Mariners going to come back the other way. Henderson is going to take a well-deserved breather, and Noah Leto coming into the game for the first time in this one. Mudrovic gives it to Zimmerman, over to Cooks, who's on the baseline. He gets fouled as he was trying to find Bastian or Mudrovic, I believe. Picked up the ball, so he's going to go to the free throw line. Can't get the first free throw to go. Gets the second free throw to fall. Jackson Cooks from Prince George, BC. I was super surprised when I saw that he was on the Mariners when I first started commentating for VIU. I always pegged Jackson as more of a soccer guy. That's actually how I met him when I used to live in Prince George, BC. I knew he was a basketball player. I went to the same high school as him, but always thought soccer was something that he liked more. So it's been really great for me to see his development and how well he's been doing at VIU, particularly this year. Shot clock is off. Ahmed for three. Right in Cooks' face. Drills that one. Less than 5 to go. Mudrovic gets his defender in the air. Stops and pops. And that one rattles off the iron. What an electric first quarter of play here between the Coyotes and the Mariners. Mariners currently sporting a 21-20 lead. Tight one in the first quarter. The Coyotes have come out really strong in this game so far. They had a really great first quarter, we just mentioned. However, we'll see if they can keep it up. Unfortunately, the Coyotes are shorthanded. They are shorthanded in this game. They are only dressing 6 players, so the starting 5 and 1 sub. Spoke to the head coach. Spoke to the head coach, Dino Gini, and everyone else on the Coyotes roster is sick. So, yeah, only 6 players. Everyone else stayed home, I believe. So, yeah, just a reminder that it is flu season there. I know I just battled back and came back from a cold. So, just a reminder, everyone, to wash your hands and stuff and stay safe. And hopefully everyone stays healthy. it's really tough at this point of the year when you have, injuries and different sicknesses and stuff that are circulating through the locker room. It just, especially if you're a team like the Coyotes trying to build momentum and build good habits and play good brand of basketball, it can derail you so much and kill so much of your momentum, right? So, for the Mariners that have, a comfortable place in the standings, have yet to lose a game, it'd be interesting to see how they kind of use the rest of their players in this game against the Coyotes. Obviously, the plan is going to be to tire out the Coyotes and bust the game wide open as Noah Leto off the feed from Zimmerman, the nice right-handed post hook. He's wearing number 13 tonight instead of his usual 16. Jump shot by Brandon Porter is good. The 3 ball there from the second-year guard from Kelowna, BC. The Rutland Secondary School alumni. Bastian to Zimmerman for 3. One rattles off the iron. Bastian nearly got the offensive rebound there. Seems like he sailed through the air there to try and pick up that ball. Porter dumps it down low to Hughes. Was Modrovic working on him? Might think that's a mismatch, but Modrovic is shown to be a really physical, athletic and strong player as well. So he might be a little bit shorter than Hughes, but certainly not a mismatch that it might look like. Hughes with Modrovic. Foul on the play. Some good defense there by Modrovic, but he commits the foul, and Hughes is going to go to the free throw line for a chance at 3 points the old-fashioned way with one free throw shot here. Hughes completes the and one play. Mariners coming back the other way. Cooks in the corner. He stops, kicks it out to Zimmerman. Over to Bastian. Back out to Layton, who's back in the game. Cooks for 3. He has all the time in the world. That one's off the mark. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Mariners. Kai Layton, it looks like, and it's going to be Coyote basketball. Gill hounded by Bastian right after the ball's inbounded to him. Hothy's layup attempt, no good. That went off the backboard. It goes out of bounds. Refs are saying Mariners touched it last. It's going to be Coyote basketball on the Mariner baseline. Ahmed inbounds it to Hughes. 5 on the shot clock. A beautiful post fadeaway jump shot there by Hughes, and he gets the bucket to go. Gives the Coyotes a 5-point lead with just under 8 remaining in the second quarter. Cooks gives it to Bastian. Back over to Cooks, who drives baseline, kicks it out to Uwat. Back to Bastian. Puts that one off the glass, and Noah Layton is able to clean up the scraps with the putback layup. Kai Layton from Prince Rupert, BC. Great defense there by Uwat. Scramble for the ball there. Looks like it's going to be called a tie-up. Tori Odom being subbed back in the game. Jackson Cooks, after hitting a couple of shots and playing some really great basketball here for the Mariners, is going to take a well-deserved breather and get Tori Odom back in this one. Odom currently with 5 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds, doing a little bit of everything for the Mariners, as he so usually does. And Hunter Hughes, another fadeaway jump shot. That one's bottoms for the Coyotes. Odom pump fakes, gives it to Zimmerman, who fires from the right wing. One's off the mark. He gets his own offensive rebound, though, and drives inside. Gets fouled on the way up. Zimmerman can't get the first free throw to go. Gets the second one to drop, though. Malika guarded by Zimmerman, who nearly deflected that pass there, but it gets swung over to Gill. Another three-point try for the Coyotes. They're just spraying them all over the court. Rebounded by Zimmerman. Odom to Layton. Uwat nearly grabbed the rebound. Bastian got a hold of it, though, and he puts it in with the right hand. Ryan Bastian from Ladysmith, BC. And right off the inbounds pass, Ryan Bastian forces the Coyote turnover. Excellent defense there. A really great defensive strategy, especially with the Coyotes shorthanded, only having 6 players on their roster tonight. Everyone else is sick. Really great idea to press the Coyotes everywhere on the court, right? And put the pressure on them. They're going to get tired quickly. Coyotes thought that ball went off the Mariners' last as Uwat jumped through the sky. Call gets overturned. It looked like it was Mariner ball. Now it's Coyotes. Bit of a timeout here. Ryan Bastian getting that last basket for the VIU Mariners. He's had a tremendous season, primarily in a supporting role off the bench, part of that secondary unit for the Mariners men's basketball team. He started one game this year, but primarily off the bench, like I said, is one of the many Swiss Army knives that the Mariner men's basketball team has at their disposal. He plays nearly 17 minutes a game, and he gets about 6 points per game. He's shooting over 55% from the field and over 36% from three-point territory. He's also averaging just under a steal per game, nearly 2 assists per game, and over 3 rebounds a game as well. But what I've noticed about watching Ryan Bastian is that a lot of what he does best on the Mariner court doesn't always show up in the box score. He is a tremendous defender. You saw it just a couple of sequences ago where he caused the turnover after getting the bucket. That's just one of the many examples that you could bring up about Ryan Bastian, about how hard he plays, his intensity, his defensive prowess and IQ. As Benny Malika gets a beautiful reverse layup there with the right hand as he was driving baseline. Nice finish there from the Coyotes guard. Uwat inside off the feed from Radliff, gets fouled by Hunter Hughes and will go to the free throw line. Uwat can't get the first free throw to fall. It's been so great to have Okoye Uwat back in Mariners colors. He came back in January. He didn't play in the first semester of the academic year. It's been so great to having him back on the court. I mean, the Mariners team was stacked enough. They're so deep in every position, guards, forwards. Star-studded lineup as Okoye Uwat throws it down with two hands yet again. Okoye Uwat, my goodness, throws it down with authority. Alley-oop attempt there. Uwat took a scary fall. He couldn't finish the layup. Tori Odom tried to find him cutting to the basket for the alley-oop. I got to tell you, it fires me up when the Mariners start throwing lobs to each other. My goodness. The whole energy changes. The bench goes nuts, of course, because they've been waiting for that all game. I'm sure that's all they do during practice. Not actually, but the crowd gets really into it. I get really into it. I love seeing that stuff. Yeah, hopefully we get to see a little bit more. But yeah, like I said, it's so great to have Okoye Uwat back in Mariner colors. Last year, he was named the CCAA Men's Basketball Player of the Year. You know, I'm sure a few different Mariner players could have earned that award, but yeah, Uwat to so many different things. Henderson using the Jets to get to the rack. And he finishes that layup there. Richard Henderson from St. Louis. He's one of the graduating players this year that was honored before the game tonight by the Mariners head coach, Matt. Kai Layton picks up a foul on that last play. Mariners nearly come away with the steal, but Hughes recovers. It's going to be a foul on that shot attempt, it looked like. Richard Henderson is going to get charged with that foul. Richard Henderson on that last bucket, like, he's really athletic. He's big and strong, and, you know, he can jump out the gym. He's not slow by any means. I don't think I've seen that gear from him before. Like, he turned the Jets on that transition bucket there. Uwat to Radliff in the corner for Odom. Down low to Henderson. He's looking for the two-handed jam, but that rattles in and out. Oh, so close. Excellent job by Tori Odom to recognize how open Henderson was on that sequence. I think the Mariners are trying to tear the rim down in this one today. First free throw for Gill. Bounces up and eventually falls through. Uwat grabs the rebound off the second free throw miss. Layton in the corner off the feed from Radliff. One's rebounded by Brandon Porter for the Coyotes. Three-pointer at the top of the key by Brandon Porter is good. Yeah, courtside, you're definitely right. A lot of whistles here early in this game. The Coyotes are probably a bit thankful for that because of how short-handed they are. They only got 6 guys tonight, so every break is much needed, regardless if they commit the foul or not. Radliff's three-pointer off the mark, and the Coyotes come back the other way. Dish inside for Hughes. He's able to put it in. The Mariners call a timeout after that one. We talked a little bit earlier about the momentum shift and how the Mariners had it at the end of the first quarter. After a couple of highlight reel plays from Uwat and Odom and Henderson and Radliff. But we also talked about the Coyotes' response. They came right back out after the quarter break and have been putting in the business ever since then. Done a really great job of clawing back into this game and having a lead now. They're up 39-34. Radliff kicks it in the corner for Bastian out of the timeout. Henderson, nice spin move there and finishes it with the left hand off the glass. Rich Henderson from St. Louis. Beautiful finesse play with a little bit of power there as well. Uwat gets the steal on Gill there. Excellent defensive effort there by the Mariners. Radliff coming back the other way in transition. Finds Henderson with the lob, and he flushes it with both hands. My goodness, what a dime from Landon Radliff. Finds Richard Henderson soaring through the air. Uwat nearly comes away with the steal again. Radliff dives for it, recovers it. Odom coming back the other way. Foul called on Tori Odom during his layup attempt, and he's going to go to the free throw line. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the first half of play. The Mariners have cut the Coyote lead to 1. The OKC currently leading 39-38. And Tori Odom with that made free throw is tied things up here for the Mariners. Can't get the second free throw to go. Rebounded by Hunter Hughes. Gill hands that one off to Hothy. Nice pump fake there by Gill. Got Henderson in the air. Didn't get the jump shot to go though. Hughes battling after getting the offensive rebound, but better defense there by the Mariners, who are back in transition. Odom slicing and dicing through the defense. That ball gets tipped out of Tori Odom's hands and out of bounds. Refs called a foul on the play. Odom gets the first free throw to go. Odom's had a tremendous year. I mean, there's so much that I can say about him. I mean, he's top 3 in men's basketball points per game leaders. I mean, my goodness, he's shooting 45% from the field. Plays over 28 minutes a night. Gets 2.5 steals per game, which is, unworldly. He gets 3 assists per game and about 5 rebounds a game, despite being one of the smaller guards, smaller players on the courts, especially with the length and strength that the Mariners have at their disposal throughout their lineup. Tori Odom, just a competitor, man. As he kicks it to the corner for Ryan Bastian. Rebounded by Odom. To Uwat, who slams it with both hands. Akoy Uwat. Another slam dunk here for the Mariners. With just over a minute to go in the first half, Uwat is trying to get this crowd and his team into it. The Coyotes come back the other way and hit a 3 to cut the lead to 1. It's been a game of runs so far in this game. Radliff for 3. Bastian tried to get the rebound, but Hughes won that battle. 45 seconds remaining in the first half. Both teams are in the bonus. Mariners with a 1-point lead. Hughes gets the first free throw to go. He's had a really strong year here for the Coyotes. In 9 out of 10 games as a starter, he's averaging nearly 29 minutes a game. He's got 16 points a game on 50% shooting. He's more of a below the arc player. Doesn't even take a three-pointer per game. And as you've seen throughout the early stages of this half, he puts in work down low on the block. He's not afraid to do a nice post move or some sort of fadeaway. Really dangerous player for the Coyotes and someone that the Mariners are certainly going to have to keep an eye on. Radliff, it's the second free throw to go. And Radliff can't get the third free throw to go 3 for 3 on that trip. Less than 30 seconds. Ahmed for 3, and he drills it. Big three-point shot there by the Coyotes. Tommy Ahmed. Henderson fires one of his own. One's off the mark. Rebounded by Uwat. Bastian is there to clean up the scraps and get the putback layup. But quickly tries to go for the steal and gets called for a foul there. Just under 5 seconds remaining in the first half. We got 4.7 on the clock. We're all tied up here before Gil's free throws. Both teams are in the bonus, which is why you're seeing Gil at the free throw line there. And that ball goes around the world, it looks like, around the rim. Can't get that one to fall through. Bastian pulls down the rebound after another miss. Tori Odom from way downtown. Can't get that one to go, and that's going to do it for the first half of action between the VIU Mariners and the OKC Coyotes men's basketball teams. We have a rather exciting matchup so far going into the second half of action. We are all knotted up at 47 apiece. Really exciting game here and some tremendous highlight plays and performances here. And we'll talk a little bit about those before we take a break here. Before we do that, we'll throw up this graphic for the CCAA Women's Volleyball National Championship that is being hosted here at VIU from March 8th to 11th. So if you're in the area, if you're a supporter of the Mariners or just collegiate level volleyball in general, come on out and check it out. A really fun event here. When VIU hosts nationals, it's always done really well, really professional, really welcoming, and great crowds as well. For basketball nationals for the women's team was crazy. So yeah, if you're in the area, definitely come by and check out the Women's Volleyball National Championship courtside. I hope that you're there shooting some great footage and stuff. But yeah, let's talk about some of the individual performances that we've got so far going on in this game. On the OKC Coyotes side of things, we got Hunter Hughes leading the charge offensively here. for the Coyotes. He's got 14 points to go along with 5 rebounds. He's made 4 or 5 foul shots, and he's shot the ball on an efficient 5 of 10. Tommy Ahmed also having a really good performance here for the Coyotes. He's got 11 points and 5 dimes on a very efficient 4 of 5 shooting. He's made 3 of 4 of his 3-point tries. And Brandon Porter also playing really well. He's got 9 points, 1 assist, and 5 rebounds, doing a little bit of everything here for the Coyotes. He's made 3 of 6 of his shots and 3 of 5 of his 3-point shots. And for those of you asking in the chat, no, this is not a playoff game. This is one of the final regular season games in the PACWEST Conference Men's Basketball League. Yeah, believe the teams play tomorrow as well. I did hear some rumors that the game might be pushed forward or canceled altogether. If I hear more about that, I will certainly update you. But yeah, there should be 2 games tomorrow here at the VIU Gymnasium. One for the women's team against OKC that starts at 1 p.m. And then the men's team, a rematch of the game right now, is going to be at 3 p.m. That's what it currently is right there. On the VIU Mariner side of things, some individual performances. Akoy Uat has 10 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds on an efficient 4 of 8 shooting from the field. He's had a few highlight reel plays too. I think he had 3 or 4 dunks. He has just been out of this world. And Tori Odom also has 10 points to his name. He's got a couple of dimes and 3 rebounds as well. He's also made a 3-pointer. No, the playoffs aren't at VIU. I'm not sure about the men, like where their provincials and stuff is, but I'm pretty sure that the women are in Quebec or Ontario, somewhere out east. I know that. But yeah, pretty sure they're not here. Richard Henderson also playing really strong. He's got 8 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound on 4-7 shooting. Yeah, thank you, Courtside. They're in Vic. So, yeah, if you're on the island in the area and really want to go see that, definitely go check it out. That's actually really interesting to me as well. I might have to as well. Landon Radliff also playing really strong. Once again, doing a bit of everything for the Mariners. 5 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He's made a 3-pointer as well. And Jackson Cooks off the bench for the Mariners. He had a quick 4 points in limited minutes. He made 1 of 2 of his 3-point shots as well. Yeah, playoffs are going to be really exciting. There's some really good teams, and just the atmosphere of the games that mean a little bit more. Crazy. Nationals in Calgary. Wow. That's a great place to have that. I'd rather go to Calgary than somewhere out east, me personally, with all the travel. But yeah. Yeah, so we're going to take a little bit of a break. There's about 9.5 minutes until the second half gets started up. So we'll take a few minutes and I'll get a breather and then come back in for the second half of action. Thanks so much to everyone that's hanging out and talking in the comments and stuff like that, the live chat. Really appreciate interacting with everyone. Yeah, instead of talking to a brick wall, I talk to myself enough in my own free time, so it's really nice. Once again, my name is Austin Height, and we'll see you for the second half of action in a few minutes.
to return the basketballs so the teams can warm up again. Again, please asking everyone to return the basketballs so the teams can warm up. Thank you very much.
All right, basketball fans, welcome back to the second half of action between the OKC Coyotes and the VIU Mariners men's basketball teams. We got a tight one here that we're going to finish up in the second half, all knotted up at the moment, 47-47. Despite the Coyotes only having 6 players due to some sickness going through the locker room, the Coyotes have been excellent, and oh my goodness, they come out of the gates firing. Brandon Porter with another 3-point make there. Layton swings the ball to Radliff. Finds a cutting Okoye Uwat with the alley-oop, but a little bit too high there for Uwat. I know it seems like he can stay in the air forever, but... And a nice steal there from Uwat. He picked the Coyotes' pocket there. Odom's pass to Henderson gets picked off. Nice flashy pass there. Odom swings the ball to Layton. Finds Henderson inside. Just powers his way to the basket and puts the layup in with the left hand, Richard Henderson. Steal there by the Mariners. Layton feeds Odom, who finishes the layup in transition with the right hand. Hothy swings it to Gill, who fires a 3 of his own. That one's off the mark, rebounded by Hughes. He's been an absolute force inside the paint as he cleans up the scraps with the putback layup there. 3-pointer from Uwat is good to go. Getting the jumper warmed up now, Okoye Uwat from Calgary, Alberta. Kick ball there off of Henderson's foot. It's going to remain Coyote ball. Tommy Ahmed trying to get his team calmed down here. He's going to take a well-deserved breather. And Malika is going to come back into the game. I'm super impressed with the adversity. My goodness, Uwat nearly had the block of the year there. Hughes was all alone and went up with 2 hands for the flush. Foul called on the play, however. Yeah, I certainly thought that too, that the Mariners might have the upper hand because of the player shortage. The Coyotes, till this point, have been proving all of us wrong, right? It's been so great to see the battling through adversity. Henderson nearly put a beautiful monster dunk finish on that one, but finishes it with the layup instead. Henderson's been an absolute force here. Odom goes up for the block, but Brandon Porter drills the corner 3 right in his grill. Odom gives it to Layton in the corner. Down low on the baseline to Henderson. Finds Radliff. Radliff for 3. That one rattles in and out. A good look there by the veteran sniper. Odom comes away with the steal. Finds Radliff. Gets through the contact and finishes the layup. Landon Radliff. Does so many great things for the Mariners on both sides of the court, especially his leadership as well. Really valuable asset to the Mariners, and bona fide champion and veteran player. Uwat comes away with the steal. He picked that pass off that was intended for Gill. Uwat kicks it out to Radliff. 15 on the shot clock now. Over to Odom. Cuts through the defense and finishes the layup. Beautiful floater there by Tori Odom from Denham Springs. Gill kicks that one out to Hothy. Three-pointer off the mark. Odom running out in transition. The Mariners picking up the pace here in the second half. They're trying to wear out the Coyotes, who are severely shorthanded. But Benny Malika comes back the other way, gets the layup. Henderson backdoor. That layup nearly went in there. Going to be a timeout here called by the Mariners, who are currently up by 2, 60-58 against the Coyotes. Couple of statistics here on the Coyote side of things. Hunter Hughes has been outstanding in this game. He's shooting 6 for 12 from the field, 5 of 7 from the charity stripe. That's good for 17 points on the night so far, with 1 assist and 6 boards to his name. Brandon Porter has been an absolute sniper here today. He's got 15 points, all of which coming from his 5 3-point makes out of 7 tries. He's also got 5 boards and 2 rebounds. Tony Ahmed has also been playing very strong for the Coyotes. He's got 11 points and 5 assists on 4 of 5 shooting. He's hit 3 of 4 threes as well. And Gill has also been really strong. He's got 7 points, 6 assists, a rebound, and 2 3-pointers to his name. Uwat looks like he got fouled there. He's going to go to the free throw line. Tommy Ahmed commits the foul on Uwat there. Uwat gets the first free throw to fall. Since coming back in the new year here, Akoy Uwat has been on an absolute tear. He's played 9 games as a starter, over 25 minutes a game. He's averaging nearly 19 points a game on nearly 59% shooting from the field. Doesn't take a lot of 3-pointers, but we've seen him hit one in this game. Gill swings that one to Malika. And a beautiful block by Akoy Uwat on the 3-point attempt. Uwat back in transition, finds Odom. Kicks it to Radliff. Inside for Henderson. He tried to find him with the lob pass, but Henderson brings that one down and finishes it with the layup. Henderson's got 14 in this game. He's got 2 assists and a rebound as well. And Gill for the Coyotes. A beautiful pull-up jump shot, a step or two inside the paint. Radliff finds Odom in the corner. To Uwat, backdoor with the U, but the pass was a little bit too high. It's almost like they're hearing the broadcast and heard how much I love the lob passes. Maybe a couple too many of them, but I am not complaining at all. If it means I get to get hype at a few more dunks here and there, then I will take that any day of the week. So Gill gets called for a travel. It's going to be Mariner basketball. Layton throws it inside to Henderson. He's got Hughes guarding him. Powers his way to the cup and gets fouled. Henderson's going to go to the free throw line for a chance at 2 points. Henderson is one of the graduating players that were honored before tonight's game. Mariners head coach Matt Kuzminski had so many nice things to say about Henderson, both on and off the court. Really chill guy, apparently. Really great character person. But he's also so unselfish. And he's not only having a terrific year statistically, he's averaging about 15.5 points on over 52% shooting is just, my goodness, that's incredible. But he's also an extremely selfless player, and he plays an incredible brand of team basketball, and it's always an honor to watch him. So, yeah, it's been great to see him thrive over the last couple of years that I've been commentating for the Mariners. Hughes can't get that free throw to go. Hughes can get the second free throw to drop. He's had a really great year. He's played 9 games out of 10 as a starter over just about 29 minutes per game. He's averaging 16 on over 50% shooting from the field. He's been so dangerous. Richard Henderson gets the layup to go. After the made free throw, the Mariners come right back down the other way, and Henderson finishes strong for the easy deuce. Bit of a miscommunication on that last play. Radliff, I think, was trying to find Henderson, but it's going to be a Mariner turnover. Looks like they're in good spirits about it. Smiles on their faces. And Gill throws it inside to Hughes. Gets fouled by Uot and finishes the layup through the contact. He's going to have a chance at the free throw line to get 3 points the old-fashioned way with the and one opportunity here. Can't convert the and one. It's going to be a free throw violation, though, against the Mariners. Looks like Torrey Odom started moving a little bit too early, and Hughes is going to get a redo on that one. And he makes no mistake on the extra attempt. Mariners currently up 67-64. It's been a tight one in this game. Odom on the right wing all the time in the world, and he makes no mistake. Torrey Odom drills a three-pointer right in front of the Coyotes bench, trying to send a message to the short-handed Okanagan College Coyotes. Hughes dumps it off. Mid-range jump shot by the Coyotes, no good. A Uot coming back the other way. Finds Layton. Over to Radliff, back to Layton. Fires a three from the right wing. Uot on the putback. Able to clean things up and get the 2 points there. Gives the Mariners 72. Hughes nearly got stripped there by Odom. And that's going to be a foul against Torrey Odom. Jackson Cooks, who comes back into the game, gets tripped up. by one of the Coyotes. Going to be a foul against OKC. Marcus Medrovic also back into the game. Looks like Radliff and Layton were the Mariner players getting subbed out for a well-deserved breather. Uat kicks it to the corner to Odom. Drives inside, dumps it off, and Uat flushes it with both hands. Akoy Uat. Another monster slam jam. Gives the Mariners 74. This is one of the most competitive games it feels like all season. I mean, the Mariners now have a 10-point lead, but my goodness, has this been entertaining, especially with the Coyotes being so shorthanded, but being so competitive still. I mean, you would think that they'd get tired out by now. I mean, we're seeing a little bit of that going into the second half, but my goodness, have they been resilient. Call gets overturned. It looks like it's going to be Mariner ball now. Couldn't quite figure out what was going on from all the way up here, but Medrovic gives it to Odom. Back over to Cooks. Drives baseline, kicks it out to Uat. Powers its way to the basket and finishes the layup. Hughes, nice pump fake and mid-range pull-up. That one's off the mark, though. It was a good look, but couldn't finish it. And Uat off the oop pass. Can't finish that one. It was a great opportunity there for another highlight reel play, but can't quite finish. Beautiful court vision and pass there by Tori Odom. Just couldn't quite get there. I love that the Mariners try stuff like that. Big plays like that, those highlight reel electrifying plays, it just does so much for the momentum of the game. Tommy Ahmed's three-pointer's off the mark. Good defense there by the Mariners. There's a defender right in his face. Odom uses the Jets a little bit too fast there as he couldn't finish the layup. And Henderson all alone flushes it with the right hand. Richard Henderson, my goodness. Oh, yeah. Richard Henderson. So going into this timeout, the Mariners are currently up 78-64. Starting to pull away now.
Your VIU men's volleyball team defeated the College Rockies Avalanche 3-0 to move on to the provincial gold medal game and then clinch the ticket to the national championships. Congratulations, VIU men's volleyball.
So if you just missed the announcement by our PA announcer and communications guy, Matt Carter, on the floor there at the scorer's table, the men's volleyball team just advanced to the provincial final for volleyball. If they win that game, they are headed to nationals. So for those of you who support VIU, definitely start thinking about the definitely start thinking about the prospect of the men's team going to nationals and start cheering them on. And here we are, starting the fourth quarter here between the VIU Mariners and the OKC Coyotes. The Coyotes have been shorthanded all night. They only got 6 players going at the moment, and they have been incredibly resilient, and they have fought really hard. And up until the third quarter, they were neck and neck with the Mariners, and so it'll be interesting to see how they respond. They were down a little bit after the first quarter and then responded really well, and Porter fires a three-pointer. That one's off the mark, and a collision there between Henderson and A.J. Gill. Both players getting up right away. That's always great to see. We certainly don't want any injuries on the court, especially towards the end of the season and as playoffs are about to get started and whatnot. Modrovic inbounds that one to Odom. Cook's in the corner now. Throws it down low to Henderson. My goodness, just the quick first step and the use of his power and strength. Richard Henderson gets to the basket, bullies his way there for the easy deuce. Hughes with the turnaround, the pull-up jumper. Oh my goodness. Is he ever skilled? Hunter Hughes is having a tremendous game. He doesn't take a lot of three-pointers. He's more of an inside player, kind of in the mid-range and kind of in the low block area, but he's got such an array of offensive moves down low. He's got beautiful footwork, a beautiful shot. He's just causing a lot of problems here for the Mariners. Some individual statistics on the Mariners side of things. We did the Coyotes last time, so we'll go with the Mariners this time around. Akoy Uat leading the charge offensively for the Mariners with 23 points. He's got 7 rebounds and 2 dimes as well. He's made a three-pointer tonight, which is something we don't always see. It's usually the rim attacking, the slashing from Uat. He's just such a physical force out there. It's great to see him shooting the J as well. Richard Henderson, also a dominant performance. He's got 21 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists on 10 of 15 shooting. Also got Torrey Odom with 15. He's got 5 dimes and 5 boards to go along with that and a handful of steals as well. Porter kicks that one out to Gill. Pulls up and a huge block by Torrey Odom. My goodness. Ball gets recovered, though, by the Coyotes. Ahmed tries to thread the needle to Porter, but it gets picked off by Akoy Uat. Down low, Henderson able to flush the ball down into the hoop with 2 hands. My goodness. Looks like the Mariners are trying to tear the rim down today. It's got to be at least 6 or 7 dunks, and Porter, Brandon Porter for the Coyotes, comes right back down and answers that dunk with a 3-point make. Odom hands it off to Modrovic, who gets called for a travel. Took an extra step after he got the pass. before he dribbled. 7:51 remaining in the fourth quarter. Mariners currently up 82-69. Starting to hold on to that lead. However, the Coyotes not going away. You just saw it after the big dunk there by Henderson. Porter came right back down the other way. And Gill fights through contact through multiple Mariner defenders and gets fouled on the way up. Gill gets the first free throw to go. Gill able to get the second free throw to trickle in off the rim. The friendly shooter's roll there for the Coyote guard. Uot kicks it in the corner for Cooks. There's 3-pointers off the mark. Henderson grabs the offensive rebound, though, and puts it in. Richard Henderson having another monster game. That gives him 23 on the night. Hughes, nice jump shot out of the triple threat. A good pump fake as well. Uot, the spin move. Gets his own rebound and puts it into the hoop. Oh my goodness, what beautiful dribble moves there from Benny Malika. Gill in the corner for Porter. Up top to Ahmed, who fires a three and drills it. Tommy Ahmed, the first-year guard. An Orangeville Prep alumni from Sudan. And Marcus Modrovic getting that last basket there for the Mariners off the feed from Tori Odom. A tie-up called on the play. It looks like it's going to remain Coyote basketball. Tori Odom tied it up there with Tommy Ahmed. It's a good point by courtside in the live stream comments there. Yeah, Richard Henderson's only been to the line once in this game. Shot, he's made 1 of 2 from the line. Big block down low by Hughes on Uot. Excellent defense there. But yeah, Henderson hasn't been awarded many whistles tonight. Just a little bit for comparison. My goodness, Richard Henderson slams it down. Nearly missed that one there. Henderson's been absolutely trucking people in this game. Yeah, but just for a bit of sample size, I mean, Henderson and Uot have shot the same amount of shots, 18 from the field. They're both more around the rim, in the paint players, as Uot's shot attempt is off the mark there. But more kind of around the rim through, and above the rim players. They both have shot a single three-pointer. But in comparison, Uot has had 3 trips to the line. He shot 6 free throws, while Henderson has only shot 2. And I mean, you could make an argument that Uot should be there a bit more. They both play such a physical brand of basketball with the physical gifts that they've been given, and just how strong and long they both are. But yeah, it's a good point made by by courtside there in the comments, and something we're going to keep looking at. As there's 5:22 remaining in the fourth quarter. Mariners currently up 90-74. Tommy Ahmed off the inbounds pass, puts the layup off the glass. Cooks gives it to Odom, swings it to Radliff. Foul on the play before the pickup, it looks like, so I don't think that basket's going to count. It's going to be an inbound play on the Coyote baseline. Mariner ball. Cooks for three in the left corner. That one's off the mark, rebounded by Benny Malika. Gill to Ahmed, who fires. That one's off the mark. Hughes with a rebound. Blocked by Torrey Odom, it looked like. It's coming back down the other way. He skips to the basket. And Akoy Uwat is able to clean up that miss and get the layup to go. Akoy Uwat, another 2 points there, bringing his total to 27, I believe. Malika kicks it outside to Gill, who fires from three, and he drills it from the right wing. A.J. Gill, the second-year guard out of Kelowna, BC. It's another 3 points there for the Coyotes. Henderson lost his dribble there. That's picked up by the Coyotes, who come back in transition. Gill stops, hands it off to Hughes, who gets fouled on the layup attempt, it looked like by Odom. And Hughes is going to go back to the free throw line. And we mentioned how little free throws that Uwat and Henderson have shot tonight, despite how physical they play and where the majority of their shots are taken from. Comparison, Hughes has shot 18 shots today, Henderson 18, Uwat 20, and Hughes has shot 12 free throws. So definitely something to look out for. Similar players in a lot of different ways. They're all unique as well, but it's Landon Radliff fires home a triple from the left wing there. The sniper from Richland, Washington. Hughes, another elbow jumper, is bottoms. Radliff, the same spot, back-to-back triples for Landon Radliff. My goodness, he's been absolutely on fire in the last few plays here. Ahmed cuts to the basket and looks like he got fouled. Looks like Kai Layton's going to pick up that foul. Going to be a timeout called here, Okanagan College. Coyotes going to inbound here. Malika finds Gill in the corner, guarded by Henderson. He pulls up from the elbow. Rebound gets pulled down by Okoye Uwat. Just 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Mariners currently up 98-83. Odom drives baseline, his layup off the mark. Ahmed to Porter, to Malika, step back three. That one's off the mark, pulled down by Radliff. Back in transition, Radliff with the left hand off the glass. What a beautiful finish there by Landon Radliff, the veteran guard. He was one of the three graduating players at VIU that were honored before tonight's game by the team and head coach Matt Kuzminski. Some really touching things to say about Radliff, about Richard Henderson, and about Tori Odom, who are the three players graduating at the end of this year. It's been truly an honor to watch all of them play. And Brandon Porter puts the ball way up in the air so that Richard Henderson couldn't jump up and block it. Radliff for three, and the right wing this time, he'll try one. Radliff, a beautiful hustle play to keep the ball inbounds and force the ball to go off the Coyotes. Layton swings it to Uwat. Minute 45 remaining in the fourth. Radliff gives it to Henderson. Skips his way to the basket and puts it in with the right hand. Richard Henderson. He's got 29 in this game to go along with 2 assists and 3 rebounds. He's been lights out tonight. A few highlight reel plays too, including a fast break, one-handed jam. Radliff. Transition, gets the layup to go with the right hand. Despite the trailing Coyotes, hot on his tail, Landon Radliff having himself an incredible game as well. He's got 17 points to go along with 9 assists and 6 rebounds. He's hit 3 3-pointers as well. Gill pulls up, blocked by Uwat. And Ahmed just got back in time to deflect the pass intended for Uwat. Layton swings it to Henderson. Pulls up for three. It was a good look there, and it rattled in and out. Uwat gets the ball back. He's stripped. Hothy, and a nasty Euro step to the basket. That one's off the mark. Layton gets the rebound, though, and he's able to tip it in. Less than a minute remaining here in the game. After the Kai Layton putback layup, or the putback tip in, sorry, the Mariners currently up 106-85. Brandon Porter, covered by Bastian. Ball dumped inside to Hughes, who has Uwat working on him. Gets fouled by Uwat and is going to go back to the free throw line. Hughes has made getting to the free throw line his day job in this one. This is going to be his 13th and 14th free throw shots of the night. 25 seconds remaining here. A couple of substitutions here. Uat and Leighton, the last starters that are in the game or are going to wrap it up for the night. Madrovic comes back in. Zimmerman finds Leto. Tried to find Cooks in the corner, but that gets picked off. Leto off the inbounds pass. A nice little post hook there with the left hand. Time's going to run out here in the fourth quarter, and that's going to do it. The Mariners beat the OKC Coyotes 108-86. What an electric second half here for the Mariners. The Coyotes, what a tremendous effort here in this one tonight. The Coyotes only had 6 players. The rest of their locker room has been going through some sickness, and my oh my, were they resilient in this one, battling through, being severely shorthanded and putting up an incredible fight here. The VIU Mariners were just too much for them. They remain perfect on the season. Further asserting their dominance in the PACWEST conference with goals to do so throughout the entire CCAA. Couple of statistics, from either side. Say all the Okanagan Coyotes played really well, all 6 of them. So we'll go all over them. Hunter Hughes was incredible for the Coyotes. He had 28 points, 8 rebounds, and an assist. He shot 9 of 20 from the field and hit 10 free throws. Then we got Brandon Porter, who also hit the 20-point mark. He finished with 24 assists and 6 rebounds. He had 7 of 12 shooting. He hit 6 of 9 three-pointers, which is unworldly. And then we got Tommy Ahmed. He had 16 points, 5 assists, and 1 rebound. He also had 4 3-point makes as well. And A.J. Gill, he had 14 points on the night with 6 dimes and 2 boards. He also hit 3 threes. Then we got Benny Malika. He had 6 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds, doing a little bit of everything here for the Coyotes. He also shot 3 of 6 from the field. And then we got Hothy, who is incredible defensively here for the Coyotes in tonight's game. He had 2 points, 3 assists, and 8 rebounds, tied for the team lead in rebounds tonight with Hunter Hughes. And then on the VIU Mariner side of things, we got Richard Henderson, who put up a dominant 29-point, 2 assist, and 3 rebound performance. He had 14 of his 20 shots tonight. And he only shot 2 free throws. Incredibly efficient game here by Rich Henderson. Akoy Uat was also an absolute force out there on the hardwood. He had 27 points, 2 assists, and 12 rebounds for the double-double. He also hit 11 of his 20 field goals and also hit a 3-pointer. And Landon Radliff was also sensational in this one. He was flirting with a triple-double a little bit. He had 17 points, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he also hit 3 3-pointers. And Tori Odom was also very strong. He had 15 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds, and hit 2 3-pointers as well. And that's going to do it. For the men's basketball matchup between the VIU Mariners and the visiting OKC Coyotes. Once again, the Mariners coming away with a 108-86 victory over OKC. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching. Once again, my name is Austin Height, coming to you live from the VIU Gymnasium. And that's going to do it for us tonight. Next game is at is at 3 p.m. tomorrow for the men's and 1 p.m. for the women's. So, yeah, that's going to do it for me tonight. Once again, my name is Austin Height, and have a great rest of your evening and a good start to your weekend.